go. We are back and we are live right from the conference floor. It's been awesome to see people walking by, seeing people I haven't connected with in years, and people who I've just met for the first time who we've connected over social. Some Codebreaker authors have come by, got a chance to meet those individuals. Some teachers I worked with in Osage, Iowa came by, and it was great to see people and connect. And that has been what the power of chatting with folks and meeting presenters from around the globe. And we're going to bring another one in today to talk a little metaverse
with Desh Bagley. Do a little dance. First guest to do one. So you win that.
Thank you, Dr. Matt. I like to bring it.
Awesome. So for those who are watching and listening who don't know your work and who don't know you, give us a little background.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad to be here with Dr. Matt on Stronger Together. My name is Desh Bagley. I am from beautiful Florida. I am the director of an Information Technology Coding Academy at State College of Florida. I have the amazing opportunity to work with adults who are looking to transition careers into information technology. And at the same time, I get a chance to work with teachers to help them bring technology into their classrooms.
Awesome. And is this your first time at FETC?
It is my first time at FETC. Believe it or not, it's typically in Florida, but I've never been.
Okay. Yeah, it usually is in Orlando, but this is your first time. Did you get in today, yesterday?
I got in yesterday. Couldn't check into my hotel, so I went to the speakers lounge and I hung out, got a chance to meet Kathy and some other great speakers from over the years. And I also had the opportunity to work on my workshop and get myself together. So I attended one workshop. I think it was about Microsoft Power Platform, and that was really informative. And then I'm looking forward to our keynote speaker today.
Oh, wonderful. So you said you were getting ready for your session. What is your session?
My session is Makers in the Metaverse. We start today at 12:30 in room 349.
All right. So for individuals looking through all the catalog and make your session, what will they get a chance to learn?
Okay, so everybody's been tossing around this concept of the metaverse, right? And we're talking about virtual worlds and how so much will be done, can be done in the virtual space. I always believe that it's necessary to bring in the younger generation into these emerging technologies so that they can become creators and not just users. We want them to have their voice, their creativity, their imagination, in whatever it might be. 15, 20 years ago, I was helping kids with robots and developing their own video games. And then we started with 3D printing and drones. Now I'm bringing kids into the metaverse so that they can showcase their own 3D models, their own images, their own movies, their own sound effects, whatever they want to showcase to talk about what they've learned in the classroom. That's what I want to show teachers how to teach the kids, how to be makers in the metaverse.
Awesome.
Makers in the metaverse? Are you kidding me?
This is
trying to show up?
So as we're talking, well, first of all, first thing, hey Heather, Brett, if you're watching or listening, I hope you are jealous because we begged first day for a king cake, and look who has a king cake. Thank you, Mary Alice.
And most importantly, who's on the king cake?
What am I?
Baby Jesus! I got baby Jesus! It's going to be my co-presenter.
This is why we do these live podcasts, because we get king cakes with baby Jesus and Mary Alice.
I love Maker in the Metaverse.
So ask a question.
Amy, I can't have a great
This is our first. So first of all, Desh, you were the first guest to dance, and now you're the first guest to get audience participation.
I love it.
So this is Jamie Donnelly.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi.
So, Jamie, ask
I have a
a
great
question.
question. So, what are the foundational skills students need to have today to be those makers in the metaverse?
Oh my gosh, what a great question, Jamie.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, my workshop is for kindergarten through 12th grade teachers. So in kindergarten, the very first thing are the mouse and keyboard skills, y'all. We keep buying our kids things that look like this, and all the kids know how to do is this. That is not a skill for technology. We need them to know how to use a keyboard, use a mouse, click, drag, right? And then for my 12th graders, I need them to know how to use the processes to develop that engineering design process, right? How we start with a problem that we're trying to solve. Then we put together some type of prototype. Maybe it's a 3D model. Maybe it's a movie. Maybe it's a nice AI generated image, right? That allows them to express themselves. And then they're going to iterate over what they made with their prototype. Because the first thing they make is not always the best. We need them to go back and fix it and change it and improve upon it. And then from there, we're going to test it out. So kindergartners, just those basic skills. 12th graders, the engineering design process. And we do that in the metaverse. We teach all of those skills in the metaverse.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Guess what? I want to make sure I know your handle. Can you say the handle out loud so everybody knows?
Sure, and it's
learning with you.
of course. And so a few things. So Mary Alice, if you look at the screen, it's probably easier to get the hashtag Twitter handle there than me reading it off.
Yes, at SCF Coding Academy. At SCF Coding Academy. SCF stands for State College of
Besides dancing, audience participation, king cakes, we had our first selfie while we were broadcasting. So
And we're only 7 minutes in. So I can't even imagine what's coming next. Desh.
Don't pay attention to me. It's my eyesight.
And I want everybody to know we're using the metaverse as a tool, just like we would use Microsoft or Google or anything else. The metaverse is just going to be a tool to help students better understand the concepts they're learning in class, be it dissection or anatomy or the reproduction system. We can do all of that using virtual reality. And not only that, kids can make the collateral. The kids make the collateral. And you know, when the kids are making the collateral, they retain it that much better.
And they own it.
And they own it. Yes, they own that.
They take pride in it, and they'll spend their weekends working on it.
Yeah, you won't even have to assign homework.
That's right.
They'll come back knowing all the periodic table elements because they've made things to put in their metaverse world that they can then showcase to you.
I love that.
All right,
Amazing.
awesome.
This was the best. I'm so glad you just like disrupted because I'm inspired. Thank you.
Heather, anything would you like to add to that discussion?
No, I think it's awesome. I'm coming in. So I think the biggest thing that I love hearing you is giving the students that ownership, because I think a lot of times the teachers are like, I need to do this. No, we don't need to do this. Our students need to do this. They need to walk away with the product. It's theirs with their brand, not the class brand or the teacher's brand.
You said it. You said it. Yes.
There
Yes.
we go.
So we had participation
And your
questions.
crowd does the way.
There we go. So thanks.
How are you?
And we're getting introductions, all sorts of things happen here live
at FETC on the Stronger Together podcast. So, Desh, I want to kind of unpack a couple of things you said. So, for schools who are looking to start this, so yes, at the school you work at, they have you as an expert, and you have that content and curriculum. But for schools who want to bring it in, where do they start?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, the platform I start with is called Frame VR. Frame VR. What that virtual reality platform offers is safety. A lot of schools are very concerned about getting their kids into the metaverse, onto virtual reality platforms, just because you never know who else will be there. Well, this particular platform allows for classrooms and schools to keep it very autonomous, very succinct. So you start there with a very safe platform for your kids to work in. And then from there, you work with your teachers to see what tools they're already using in their classrooms. Are they using Autodesk Inventor? Are they using Tinkercad? Whatever software the teachers are currently using, you allow them to incorporate their curriculum with that particular software. And then the kids can bring their collateral, bring the things that they're making into the world.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. And I think the other thing I'm going to do right now is give you a voice to all the administrators out there. Because we know that a lot of time initiatives need that stamp of approval, or they need someone to say, yes, bring this in, or to purchase.
Right.
What are the skills that this type of learning and technology will provide for students?
Oh my gosh, all of the skills, Dr. Matt, all of the skills. I mean, when you're talking about the fact that we want our kids to be creative thinkers, we want them to be problem solvers, we want them to be, yes, they're digital natives in a sense that they probably know how to use the iPhone better than I do, but they're not digital natives in a way that allows them to be successful in college and career. And we've gone beyond Microsoft Office, nothing against Microsoft Office or Google Sheets or anything like that. But we need for our kids to understand how to work in a 3D world, right? To understand the physics principles, right? So let's say you have an AP physics class and you can't get as many kids to sign up for AP Physics as you would have liked, especially not the underrepresented groups, because perhaps they're just intimidated by the concepts. The minute we bring in Unreal Engine and Unity and we start to make our virtual worlds, then our kids are able to understand those complex concepts like physics and calculus and trigonometry and geometry, because now we can explain it in a practical sense. So to administrators, I would say it's very worth it because your teachers already have the skills that they're teaching in the classroom. Now they're going to add some practicality to what the kids are learning.
No, and that's all of that is really teaching those skills that students are going to need to have and teaching critical thinking skills. And I think giving our students an opportunity to learn how to think is incredibly important.
Yes. And to be fair, there's tons of professional development out there. So I, of course, offer professional development to the teachers in our community, but there are so many resources. And in my workshop today, I'm going to provide a Padlet. Have you heard of Padlet?
Yes.
Okay, I have a Padlet with all of the resources on it that teachers can then use to introduce this to their students and to their administrators.
Wonderful. And I think having that is a great first step to get it into schools and a great resource.
So what would they need? A laptop, because we're not putting the goggles on the students. The virtual worlds that I start off working with are Web3, so they're all browser-based.
Okay, I like that. And I think that's a great way for teachers to not feel overwhelmed. Because for some of the teachers doing this, it might be the first time that they try to enter into this type of instruction, and it could be overwhelming or put them in a position like, I don't feel as comfortable.
Yes, and I would say welcome to the world of teaching. That's probably the way our teachers feel.
I agree.
So we did earlier today, I don't know if it was Heather or another one of our visitors who came in, but she said the teachers don't necessarily have to be the sage on the stage. Let's put it in the hands of the students and call it experiential learning. And every student, perhaps in a rotation of sorts, gets 20 minutes to experiment. So while most of the class is doing one thing, then you get 2 or 3 students on laptops doing experiential learning, and the students write down what they've learned and they share it with the next group of students who are coming up. So then the next rotation comes up and they experiment and they write down what they've learned. And from there, the teacher now has a classroom full of experts, and he or she doesn't necessarily have to take ownership of that.
No, that's amazing. So if you are here today at FETC, make sure to head on over to room 349 at 12:30 to see Desh in action and all these great skills. So after 2:30 today, for the rest of the time you're here, what are some of the topics or sessions you're looking to consume?
Oh my gosh, I am interested in anything having to do with emerging technology. However, teachers are using tech in the classroom to help their students gain career and college skills. I will tell you the biggest problem that I'm trying to solve this week is how to help our students earn industry certifications without boring them to tears. Our industry partners have told us that they would like for students to have the A+ certification, the Net+, the Security+, Python certification, Unity certification, but to try to incorporate industry certification training into an existing classroom without making the kids feel so totally bored is difficult. So I need to figure out how to solve that problem for myself.
Wonderful. That's a lot to take in. And how about the vendor hall? It's about a quarter mile of all new technology.
I'm new. I have no idea what to expect. This is my first one, Dr. Matt. So I'm going to go in there like a kid in a candy store.
All right. Well, what you're going to expect, or what you're going to see, is a half a mile of signs and posters and logos that some of you recognize. Some of you like, I've never heard of this. Stop and learn. A lot of booths have speakers, and so you're going to learn a lot from them.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So the last question I always ask, because I really want to hear what people's perspective on this is. What does Stronger Together mean to you?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Stronger Together means that we get to bring all of our own quirks and crazy and excitement and disruptiveness to one place and help make things better for the world. In our case, because we're educators, help make things better for kids, so that when kids look at me doing my crazy dance and say, I love math and I love physics and I can do it, and if I can do it, you can too, then we are stronger together.
Awesome. Well, it has been amazing to have you on. This 15 minutes is meeting you and hearing your work is the heartbeat of why I like to do this podcast. It's not for me. It's for me to learn from so many great people, to meet individuals who I've never had a chance to meet otherwise. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate the work you're doing, and I can't wait to learn more from you and with you.
Thank you. I appreciate you as well. Keep it up.
All right, have a great rest of the event. And for those who are tuning in and listening, we have more guests that are continuing to come throughout the day and tomorrow. So head on over to the keynote, those great sessions. This afternoon, 12:30, head up to Desh's session, and have a fun and safe evening here in New Orleans.